Channelversary Night Live. Oh yeah, this one. Very important one that I forgot for pile 2. Hi Cheryl. I got yours and you're number 1. And oh no. Oh, maybe green. I don't know. Maybe purple. This is kind of a washed out color. The green is richer, I think. Hey, baby. Okay. It's a big word. Channel. Sorry. There you go. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for your very generous donation. That's great. Greatly appreciated. So, I wonder if I still have my horn. Let me see. I saved so many things. Is it in here? I might have found it. Oh, nope. That's not it. I have candles. Do I have 7 candles? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is pretty. Who gave me that? I think my mom gave me this. I don't know why it's in there. It's cute. There's a troll. I gotta keep my troll with me. And here's some pixie dust. Or no, that's blue topaz. I think I don't have it anymore. Good thing too, because they're probably pretty gross. I got some seeds. What and the seeds are those? Let's see. Thank you, Reba. You brought little trolls today? How synchronistic is that? How serendipitous. That's so crazy. Like my even my junk is psychic. I have psychic crap. I have psychic dolls, psychic accessories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have 7, so that's not gonna work. And should put these back. I'll use them again next year. I lit them once. I lit the number 1, and I decided no, I'm not gonna destroy the others. Other 2, I'm just gonna hold on to them. And I could have bought myself a 7 candle, but I didn't. Anyway, so here's all my decks. I'm gonna just talk about them for just 1 second because I'm funny like that. So let's go backwards in time. My gauntlets, my sparkly gauntlets. Hi, Rainbow. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate it. Same to you. All right, I'll keep my troll with me. So no, I don't need any trolls because I got my own troll. I come with trolls. No other trolls needed. All right, so here's the story of my decks. Briefly, if y'all don't mind, indulge me here. I'm gonna write down Rainbow. Oh, Rainbow, are you gonna get a reading? I saw your. I'll write that down. Yes, Rainbow. Rainbow. Yes, I saw that. I'm sorry. Okay. So the story goes, as I'm doing my readings, my pick of cards, the question I got a lot was, when is something going to happen? When is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? And the fairy forecast was my answer to that. And I've had different variations of the fairy forecast, but finally I think I landed on a version that I really like. And I actually really could update it now and just draw my own pictures, and probably could draw them pretty fast to make a new fairy forecast deck. But I don't feel like doing that right now because I really want to complete my tarot deck first. But anyway, the fairy forecast is a compilation of other people's artwork, fairy related artwork. Yeah, and I did 3 of my own drawings. And it was before I was very good at all in digital art. So it took a lot of work to get these 3 drawn. But I made a book and everything. I'm so happy for myself. But so I would like, and this has had different sizes too. I had a smaller size, but the only size that allows the silver edge, it was this big size and a real little size, and the tarot size. And I wanted oracle size, which is more like 3.5 by 5, but they didn't have any colored edges for that size. Whatever, and they don't have like the thickness, that you get in most oracle cards at makeplayingcards.com. So that's the company I use because it's affordable, and the website is very easy to use, very user friendly. So that's where I am now. But there may come a time, and I'm feeling like I'm going to be bold and brave enough. Like, I've done a lot of things this year that just stepped out of my comfort zone, and I'm feeling braver than I used to. And I just might reach out to other publishers and see if I can get, thicker stock and more. Actually, I did reach out to Tarot Stack, and I need to follow up with them. But they were very nice, and they said they do work with people and indie decks and such. So that might be the lead that I continue to follow through with. Anyway, so just, yeah, so thank you for, I remember when I was wishing and praying for an iPad so I could get Procreate, and you guys made my wish come true, One way or another, you were my support, and you were right by, beside me while I was trying to save up money for that stuff. And so here are the 4 drawings that I did. There are only 3 actually. That's my daughter Sierra, who I drew as air. Myself, blonde, which I used to be a long time ago, and actually I was called the mermaid by my ex back in the day, and then fire as my daughter's best friend Holly. So those are 3 that I drew, but all the rest of them were like That's like a statue. This is kind of a conceptual thing where I put pieces together. But most all of the other ones are just like different artists. Some pre-Raphaelite, but most of them are a variety of different artists. Actually, I think I say something about that in here. Maybe I don't. I probably do, but yeah, this is not the fanciest version of this booklet because I kept the bad version for myself, but I sent out all the good versions. Anyway, so yes, that was my first idea for how to answer when is something going to happen. And to be honest, this is not the best, it hasn't been the best deck for answering that. Oh, this is not the very first one. You know what the first one is? This one. These are supposed to be fairies, not butterflies. And on each of these were like one word. This is my very first idea of when something didn't happen, and I, had additional words. I think it's because I was watching a lot of picker cards with this one lady from England. And she's still there. She's like the something whisperer, tarot whisperer. She's had different names, but I feel like the whisperer name works for her because she's very soft voiced. And anyway, this is supposed to be like the when is supposed to happen deck with the fairies. I have 3 or 4 that are different color than blue, which is the elements. The earth, the fire, the water, and air. So I'll just add those, my little fairies. And I mean, every once in a while I'll throw this into a reading just for fun, just for balance, because I like having small things to fill in spaces when I'm laying out the cards. All right, and then after that, what did I do? I decided to make an erotic deck. I think that was the next idea. Because I was using the tarot the tarot of sexual magic a lot. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could make my own tarot of sexual magic just like right now with my own version. But I was like, I have like in those days I was like, I'm just going to use what I already have. So I had a lot of erotic images already stored. And so I said, I'm going to use those erotic images to create a deck. So yeah. You know what this looks like, and if you don't, then there's a flip through for it. And if you want to use it tonight, here you are. All right. And then was the romantic fairy. This is my take on Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels, which was really, really popular. Everybody wanted to see that deck. Everybody wanted to use that. Everybody wanted answers from that. So there was some wording in that deck that I kept saying, oh, if I had my own deck, I would say it this way. So then I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to say it this way. I'm going to say it my way. And so this also has been various sizes. I try to do an oracle size and thicker edges of thicker paper, but this was the only one that size that you could get gold, and then the other size was small. And because I wanted something small, I went ahead and made this one. But in order to see my dilemma here, in order to get this size with the gold edge smaller, you have the minimum cards is 50 or something like that, and the minimum here is 30 something. So I had to come up with a few more cards. So in this one has all the love languages. So that's probably why I use this one a little bit more, and because it's fun size. It's a lot easier to work with. And then, so I was thinking I wanted to do the same thing with this one, you know, make a fun size, but then I'd have to add 5 more cards, or at least 5 more cards to this one too. So anyway, I'm going to focus on tarot. Oh! And also, I've had several Enchanted Romance versions of my pre-Raphaelite. This was really a beautiful labor of love. I kept thinking, oh, that pre-Raphaelite, and it kind of starts a little bit from the Romance Angels, because I noticed in Romance Angels that Doreen used a lot of pre-Raphaelite art, and it made it nice because that type of art was free domain, you know, it's open, and so none of it was copyrighted, so I could use those images. So this one's gone through several different variations, but I've landed on this version that I like very much with my chosen images, all of my favorite romantic images, and then having this beautiful edge that I need to get them all going in the same direction. Okay, and here's another little surprise. I have kittens. 2 more kittens. Birthday kittens, anniversary kittens. And it wasn't my idea. My son just said, here you go, Mom, you need these. And I'm like, I don't know if I need them, but I love them. So anyway, I'm taking care of them. And nobody else likes them. My son and the other cats, they don't like them, but I love them. They're sweeties. Really good kitties. Anyways, so I'm going to stop rambling about my cards, but I feel like that's one of the things that I'm like, I actually manifested, you know, I'm like, I did that, you know, I wrote down a prompt, a creative visualization prompt years ago, and I wrote it as if, you know, I said, I am a, you know, world-class, I don't know how I said it, but I phrased it, I am an artist and I've created many decks or whatever, and here I am, the artist that's created many decks. I didn't get all exaggerated like I'm world-renowned or anything like that, but maybe I should start saying that too. Anyways, and so then I got into like I thought, oh, I'm just, you know, the person that inspired me with these kinds of decks was V Love and Crystal. She came up with real quick, and also Queen Sugar with the really quick decks that have messages. I'm like, I am so bad at messages. What do I do? And then I thought, oh, lyrics will be good. Lyrics and song titles and just kind of like mixed with messages. And that's what this one is, the Enchanted Embrace. And it was Queen Sugar's kind of inspired me to do that. And she has a lot of amazing decks. And much later I did this one, which I didn't sell because, I don't know, it was kind of one of those weird things where it really felt more of a personal deck than anything that I wanted to share with anybody else. I almost gave it to Guacamole, which is kind of funny, but anyway, it's mine, and it's the only version of it, so there you have it. I might try again, do another Enchanted Kiss deck with different lyrics, but that one's just mostly personal, like a personal thing. And then I did the Sentimental Silhouettes because hey, Divine Goddess, the next question was, how does he feel about me? And I'm like, oh, I need a deck that says how they feel about you. This I use a lot. How does he feel about me? And so the first one was black and white. It's so, you know, it's like orange and yellow now because we've used it so much. It's a really, really great deck, though, I think. Not to toot my own horn, and that's in here too, tooting my own horn. It's just that it's helped me so much, kind of just get to the point of it without getting it too like deep of a reading. You can have something light and fun that kind of gets to the point a little faster. And so, yeah, tooting my own horn. And after a while, because I wanted, you know, this was so yellowed out, I felt, and so many of my cards were so pastel and pretty, I needed something to kind of go with the rest of the cards. In the video in the Channelversary Pick a Card, I talk about how this is the one that came out first. It was this iridescent top, and it's really hard to read the words and even see the pictures. It's really pretty, but it's hard to see. And so, nope. Yeah, and it just didn't work, but I really like that box. I like the finish in the box very much. So, but the box is kind of expensive, so I decided to do the new version, and just this box is awesome. And you can buy this a lot cheaper because of this box, this really easy box. And it's a beautiful purple edge, like really, really pretty. And then you can see everything way better. So this is my happy final version of this one. I might make a part 2, or I might make a her feelings. This was meant to be his feelings, but yeah, I changed it to sentimental silhouettes because I just want to be pronoun general here, but it really was meant for that because most of the people that I talk to are females who are interested in males, and they would ask me what are his feelings. So, and then my long labor of love of the Lenormand. I remember using the Lenormand drawings so much over and over again. I would print them out and use them in spreads, and finally I got it in the size and printed nice with the box and the book and everything. So this turned out to be more of my timing deck than the fairy forecast. Just like my little Pixie's Astounding Letterman ended up really being more of the deck I used for timing, and that inspired me to make my own and make my story of Cherry Enchantress. And then I have this cute little cherry on top, which is like a nice little messaging deck as well that has a nice silver edge. And it's not expensive because the tins are very cheap. I also have one of my, I feel like it's a really nice deck. It's called Flesh Tarot, but I think I gave away my very last one, or sold my very last Flesh Tarot deck. So now I don't have any Flesh Tarot at all. Oh well, but it was a really great deck too. It was very, very, very romantic, and using Bogoro, which is an artist that's really beautiful. But I don't think I think I gave away my only one. I think I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't think I have it anymore. And there you have it. Okay, now now that everybody is here, let's say hi. Hi Cheryl. Hi Rainbow. Hi Divine Goddess. Hi Love. Naveen, man, and his feelings. We came close, found out we have the same likes hiking. Nice. Yes, thank you. And hello Terry. Thank you Terry. Hi Amira. Thank you. Okay, so let me see. Oh yeah, I'm going to put Divine Goddess on the list. Terry, did you want to get on the list? You don't have to, if you just want to hang out with us, or whatever you guys like to do. You can get freebies whatever you want. Somebody can give me a reading if they feel like it. All right, I have a like real quick. I'm going to show you. I have a cat on my shoulder. Oh, don't look at me. Oh my, yes, she just likes to hang out. She likes to climb all over me while I'm doing things. All right. And the other one, where are you? This is her little brother. And he's a cutie pie too. Isn't he so cute? He's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. He's so pretty. Alrighty. Yes, but his sister, she is super hyper. He's pretty. He's a very much a kitten as well. They're both very hyper, but they're fun. So I decided to name them Luke and Leia. Luke and Leia. I thought that worked out okay, since I'm a Star Wars fan, and they're brother and sister. I guess they would be twins too. They, you know, cats. They all come out at the same time. They're always twins, aren't they? They're like triplets or octuplets or whatever, how many they are. Thank you. All right, Cheryl. So what kind of reading would you like tonight? I'm just going to use my decks so we can see what comes out, or you can ask me anything you like. I guess I should say a little prayer too. So I ask that spirit, angels, guardians, and guides for a beautiful ray of light to enter at the top of my head. As I breathe in, my lungs expand, and as I breathe out, I create a circle. And I step into it, and I feel protected and connected, and I ask that messages come only from the highest sources to bring clarity, goodness, and solutions for the sparkles of light. Yay! And by the way, I made this wand like a day or two before I started the channel, and her name is Arabella. Gave her a name, and I blessed her and everything, and she's been with me since the beginning of the channel too. For 7 years I've had this one. That's kind of hard to believe. All right, I will choose. Let's see, shall we start? I'm going to start with the OG, Fairy Forecast. What wants to come out for you? Hello, Divine Goddess. My question is messages from my guides. Okay. I need one of those kind of like energy oracle decks or wisdom of the oracle type decks, something like that. That's a future project, but I'm gonna stay laser focused on my tarot. I guess I need to be. For Cheryl. Fairies, what do you want to tell Cheryl? Thank you, Amira. I could go live again tomorrow, but I felt like I had something to do this week, something else to do. Oh, I know what I have to do. Well, we'll see. If it doesn't happen, then maybe I'll still go live. Oh, you got Litha? Nice. That's this particular time of year. And enter. This is a really good one. And as far as messages go, I think that's a good it's a good message card, because generally this is like about when to do something, or what time of year something happens. So Litha is the festival of the fairies, and it's like slow, warm, fun days. We I use the seasons of the witch to get a little more detail with all the different festivals, and this was the June energy, June 21st, around then, which is the summer solstice. So that summer solstice energy or time period it has had some kind of message in there for you, or some kind of shift or change happen for you during that time. Some kind of blessing, I feel. And then the enter card is saying, go ahead. It is lit up and inviting. The space is clear and telling you to enter here. There's no need to be in the dark or in the cold. Come in from the fringe and enjoy the warmth within. You've gathered your courage, now face the light of truth. You are no longer the bridesmaid, but the bride. There's a party inside. So I feel like this is a very interesting and kind of scenario, vibe. It I think this is what this is saying is, sometimes we get it in our heads that we don't deserve something, or we're not worth something, or that's for the other girls but not for me. But this is, no, the party that's in there is not somebody else and you have to sit outside and look in. The party that's inside is your party. You go inside and you're going to be the main event. So so I think that's really cool. Like, no longer the bridesmaid, but the bride is the general energy of that. Now, something that I discovered that I say too much is energy. And if anybody likes to drink, take a shot anytime ever I say energy, and we could get real drunk tonight. But I need to think of other words. But the point is, there's this amazing vibe. There's a resonance, a joy, an excitement, a surprise, kind of a surprise party. I don't know if, it shouldn't be a surprise, but it kind of takes you by surprise that you are the the focus of attention. Yeah, why wouldn't you be? You're amazing. But, okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. Here we go. Aw, you're welcome. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. This feels like somebody wants to apologize for something. Like, mea culpa, I'm sorry. It's true. I said these things. Ooh, you know what? I'm sorry, Cheryl. I don't mean to freak you out, but suddenly I saw something. Okay, a vision popped in my head. I love that when that happens, but I don't know how to explain it quickly. Okay, so my visions come in movies forms a lot. And also I envision the actual cards, but in different decks. Okay, so this vision is like a Cinderella vision. I think it's the one with Drew Barrymore, that version with Drew Barrymore. Um, what was it called? Mm, I don't know, but anyway, she so that version of Cinderella is it's a nice story. It kind of goes into depth about her, all the things that she has to deal with, and it. I love the countryside and the way it looks. It feels very Renaissance, and there's she ends up talking to Leonardo da Vinci, and it's all very interesting. And the prince is he has his he has a very strong character too, and his character arc as well, which is a nice thing for the princes. And anyway, the thing that popped into my mind was the stepsisters and the stepmother. um, they were so mean to her and they were so rude to her. But then when the prince discovers Cinderella and treats her like royalty, and then he chooses her to marry towards the end, then of course the fairy godmother, not fairy godmother, the stepmother and the stepsisters are like groveling. Oh, I'm so sorry, and they're like kissing butt and stuff because so the moral of it is really neat. It's like Cinderella, she was just always a kind person, but nobody like they didn't respect her worth. The only person that could really respect her own worth was herself, right? But thankfully, the prince helped her to tap into her wealth. It wasn't he didn't do it himself, but his presence in her life helped her to really tap into who she truly was. So at first, she's faking it. She's masquerading as somebody of high value or statue or whatever, but she really truly is because her mother was. It was only the stepmother that lowered her value because of her jealousy. And it's interesting, these dynamics in these stories, but it's like she rediscovers her value. And even when the mean girls were mean to her, she was forgiving after she becomes this high stature. She marries, and she is like the queen of the land because she's now officially married to the prince, and she's the princess. And there's no one can so dispute that she's high value because of all of that. But she didn't need the title to be high value. But people always need some kind of convincing out there, right? They need to be convinced that you're high level, and sometimes titles do that trick. Similarly to, like, I don't know, anything on when it has to do with, even with the tarot channels, that people like, oh, I'm certified this, I'm certified that, I've had years of training, I have 3 generations of psychics in my family. Like, people like to talk like that to prove their worth of doing this for you, and it's silly. I don't do stuff like that because to me that's not important. It's the worth goes beyond a piece of paper or some kind of test or exam or whatever. Anyway, so that's the point here. I think somebody's finally realizing, oh dang, you're right. You are worthy. I apologize. So it's kind of like this apologize for overlooking you. Thank you, Divine Goddess. Yes, watch the Twin Flame channel anniversary reading. And even if you don't have a twin flame, if you have somebody you have a love interest in, even if you don't, it's still a fun read. Okay, fun. So you've got the Queen of Cups. Nice. Again, the fairies, the spirit guides are really like trying to give you a clue that some love kind of energy is coming through for you. Wow, who is this King of Swords? He's nice. I said energy again. Everybody take a shot. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, apologies feel nice. Yes. Oh, and this person feels very cozy, and I feel like this is not only it could be a love interest, but not only a love interest. Maybe somebody that you work with, some kind of project, or you have two minds are greater than one. You have some kind of common idea that you want to work on together. And the wheel is like good luck, good fortune. It's like it's a money maker too. That you with the wheel is kind of a specific kind of magic. It's very much what you put in, you get out. So you have to always have really good intentions, and you have to do everything on the up and up, which I know you do, you always do. But don't let anybody else try to convince you to take shortcuts or anything. Always stay focused on doing things the proper, correct way, and with love and kindness and goodness and all of that. And you will, it's very Cinderella. It's like, because she was so kind and good, she was rewarded in the end. So it feels like that. And then you have the Three of Wands. So strategizing, waiting, planning. It feels like a little bit of a calm period of time for you. Not a whole, maybe even I would say it possibly the next 3 weeks, maybe 3 months, but the next little while may be more of a calm period where it's more like small mundane type of work, but it's a very nice sustained energy. There's like no real ripples or towers or anything heavy to deal with. It's kind of just a nice easygoing time period here. Wow. And then but love really is trying to get your attention. So we have the Two of Wands too. So both of these are planning cards. The Three of Wands is, and it's not about you doing nothing. It's really energetic work. It's mind energy, not as much of the physical energy, but a lot of like mental energy, passion, meditation, a lot of, yes, that kind of strategizing and organizing and writing and things like that, but also peaceful, exactly. So yeah, so the three of Wands is waiting and patience and expectation and brainstorming and daydreaming and having great ideas and just it's a nice sustained vision. It's nice long view. It's like new horizons out there coming through, but nothing that you have to do too much right now. You know, the rewards of your investments are coming through. You might even be like living off rewards of your investment kind of thing. Like right now, you don't have to work too hard because you can live off of what all the effort that you put in before, something like that. The Two of Wands can be a partnership, a collaboration. It could represent choices too. It could even be a proposal, but it could be like a proposal in a business sense too, a business proposal. This represents big dreams, feeling a little bit, feeling that daring energy, but you're not going to put any physical action into it. You're still going to stay very calm and be more of a magnet and draw people into you. And this is a very strong right moment energy where you like, aha, this is it. I'm feeling this, the timing is right now, and making plans and looking forward to the future. Wow, very nice. So I'm gonna get you some Letterman. My decks are so easy to read, you know. Sometimes though I'm like, am I missing something? But no. Most of the time I feel, yeah, I feel like I got this. Ooh, the sun shines on the whole reading, making it very happy and joyful. The tree is your personal growth and also your connection with your ancestors. This is really good that goes with the wheel, because it's also about, the wheel is also about fate and destiny and karma, and you know, it's sometimes like a jackpot, like winning something, and it's like you're owed it, you do it, you're due this kind of thing. And the tree kind of gives me those vibes too. Um, yeah, so the tree is also about your body too. So you could be making some really great improvements physically too. And your health is like super, super strong. And this is about a general happy well-being, and also relates to the Three of Wands as patience as well. So it relates to both of those cards, like, karma and patience. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's see one more. I think you've kind of gotten the right flow of like slowing down a little bit in certain places, and yeah, keeping a nice routine. I think that's going to be important too, and being a little more methodical. Yeah. And then we have the fox. Now the fox kind of gets a bad rap. I don't think it's a bad thing, but be aware of people, right? You know who I'm talking about. Like, it's just be discerning who you trust, and be aware there'll be foxy people, crafty people, but the fox can be used to your benefit. You can use the fox energy. Because the fox is clever and crafty and resourceful, a little bit unconventional. He can go undercover and learn things about people and places and such. It represents being quick-witted too, and but it does sometimes represent uh, a sly person or cunning person. But generally, I feel like it's more of, it could be detective work or something like that. This also, the word for this is employee. So there could be an employee, your own, somebody that you're an employee that isn't employed to you, or you're an employee to someone, but and the employee level is something to pay attention to. Just pay attention. That's all. Let me see if I can get one more card to explain the fox. Anything I need to know about the fox? Do I need to be concerned about this fox? The fox landed on the patience card and the collaboration card. Oh, it might not be who I was thinking it. So it could be, you know what it could be? It has nothing to do with, your employee. Well, it might, but I don't think it has anything to do with your employee. Or if it does, you're finding a solution to the situation with this person that you're collaborating with, that you might have more feelings for. Okay, so this is a little interesting foreshadowing to a story that might come out for you. Just saying. All right, Cheryl, I'm going to leave it on a cliffhanger. We're going to figure out someday, but I don't want to say too much because I want to see what part of this plays out before next time. But so somebody could be helping you with the fox, or somebody's watching you, not in a creepy way, but as in an interest way, like a secret admirer. But it could be also somebody that's just that you end up connecting with, that helps you with something. So interesting. Alrighty, well, I hope you like that. Well, maybe I should give you some charms. I'll give you bonus charms for your generosity. Oh, you got, oh, this is stubbornness. Oh, look at all the, like this, the weight here also feels sort of stubborn. It's like you're putting your foot down. But look at this, girl. You could be getting engaged. See, that's the engagement card too. And Destiny. Destiny's Child might have a song that's important to you. But Destiny was the Wheel of Fortune is about destiny, and so is the tree. And then we have, so that is definitely strong for you because it came out 3 times, that word. 20 and 9 and a candlelit dinner. And we have Anna. Anna's the marrying kind. I got goosebumps looking at Anna for some reason. We have the anchor, stability, and commitments. And all right, so we're already out of the Mercury retrograde. So the wheel now represents, steering, taking charge, guiding, being guided in the right direction. And the fleur de lis, something French. And the single fairy is no longer going to be single. She's going to find her mate. When she comes out, that represents you're going to find a match. Oh, you're welcome. All right, then. Very nice, very nice. Oh, yeah, and you have the cross, faith. Okay. I've got all these little happy birthday glitter stick into my cards. I like my deck. I'll be so excited though to make my own art. Or, use the one with my own art. Yes, I am definitely putting you on the list. I saw your donation. I thank you. Rainbow. What are you playing with? What's this? I don't want you to get all choke on stuff. What is that? Looks like a rock. Oh no, it's like a book. Oh, that's weird. Oh, she was just playing with pieces of food. I need to sweep up. Yeah, she might like it if you go before her because she's sometimes she's needs to wait a bit. Well, I'm just gonna say yes. I'll let you go next, Divine Goddess. I would to know. Oh, I would to know if my husband and I consolidate or should we offer a compromise. Rainbow, would it be okay if Divine Goddess goes next? I just spoke for you. Or did you need to have yours done now? The yoga man, Naveen, we're close. We both discovered our love for hiking and planning to go on one next month. His feelings and where we are headed. Okay. I have one question about yoga man Naveen. You took a class with him. Is that class over? Okay. Is the class, is it a continued class, or like, are you still, it's over on the 25th. Okay. Okay, okay. That's pretty soon. Okay. So the question is, very nice. You feel a pull to each other. All right, let's go for his feelings. His feelings, the sentimental silhouettes. Okay. Renewed energy. I don't know what's come over me, but I'm feeling so exhilarated and alive and nostalgic. So, yes, when you're around, he feels it's kind of like I hear a song. I hear a song. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am young again. It's like I'll get that song for you. Okay. And nostalgic. Also, like, have we met before? You seem so familiar to me, Sachi. I feel like we've known each other in a past life, or before somehow we know each other. So you have this experience of nostalgia, which is weird because nostalgia happens when you're talking to somebody you knew when you were kids. And but it's kind of the same feeling you get when you're with them. You're like, you feel like you've known them before and you're picking up where you left off, kind of thing. And so it's a renewed energy. You're picking up where you left off the last time y'all saw each other, last time you were together, whatever lifetime that was. That's the feeling here. So let me go get your song for you. All right, let's look this up. I'm not going to get the video. I'm just going to get the lyrics. Because it's a nice kind of like poem. Okay. That's not a good version either. Come on, be simple. Oh my God, Wikipedia's driving me nuts. That's better. Okay, better. Here. And I can play a snippet of it. Oh, wait. All right. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I didn't want to do that. Well, oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. Final letter. Let's see if I can play it here. No. Right. I'm sorry it's taking so long. You would think that I was not technically inclined. All right, here we go. I'm going to just read it to you. Ready? Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm whole again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm young again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm fun again. However far away, I'll always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love me. Love you, fly me to the moon. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm free again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm clean again, etc., etc. Okay? So it's just a very simple, sweet song about this kind of nostalgic feeling, you know? It's like it's not like huge, you know, fireworks or anything. It's like a peace. It's like happiness and enjoyment. And of course the lyrics talk about love, and he might not be there yet, and you might not be actually thinking the L word yet, but it feels like it could lead there, you know. Okay, so he comes for 2 hours because there are other yoga variation meditations also we're learning so different. That's very nice. It feels like some past life connection. Yes. uh, okay. All right, so let's see what else. Anything else about how he feels? So the reason why, maybe because it was so hard for me to explain that to you. Maybe he's not real sure how to explain how he feels. But like you said, there's some kind of connection and pull to each other. And when he's with you, feels very optimistic, feeling like things between us are going well, which puts a spring in my step. I think he's excited for the plans that you guys have together. So yeah. That sounds very nice. It sounds very exciting and upbeat and good possibilities. So let me get a little look into, you know, how things will go if you go hiking together. He has also explored a lot, and around that got me excited as well. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have just said right off the bat, The Cure love song. Love song by The Cure. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles That's good. It's like a happily ever after. Very strong possibility for happily ever after. You have to be willing to take chance and not overthink it and kind of follow your heart and go on this journey. I think something about being with him or knowing him helps you financially too, and helps your sense of stability, feeling secure. He also sees you as the every woman, like you're beautiful and talented and strong and motherly, and like you'd be a good wife and a good mother. He sees that in you. So that's good news too. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Rainbow. All right. We won't be very long. Promise. Okay. I think one more card and then we'll, maybe we don't need one more card. That's good enough. So let's get a few charms. Okay. Oh, you got the balloon and up, up, and away feeling. Very nice. This is your destiny. And I'm sorry I got all long-winded about the love lyrics. Okay. Oh, 1,001 dreams for you. You're like a dream come true. Birthday. You've got forever. You have 17 and 24 and the rulers, like the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Ooh, you have this hardly ever comes out. That's the Deathly Hollows. And then you have bingo, like winning. And you have Buddha. This is going to be an interesting trip. And your heart, oh, you might fall in love on this trip. And you're going to have a lot of luck. And 17, oh, the Divine Masculine. He's your Divine Masculine with the unicorn. Sharing wine or just feeling like having that abundance. And United States. And the very romantic, what is this called? Pipe wrench. The pipe wrench fixes love, fixes all the places where you've had sadness before in love. And the piano, music, and signs from the universe. And last but not least, Joan of Arc, which is my patron saint. And she talks about having courage. Saint Joan of Arc, give me the courage and the fortitude to defeat my fears and give me the strength to fight for what I believe in. And there you go. Well, we'll save that question for next time. It seems like it, from the cards, it kind of gives me the cards are feeling like, well, first of all, he likes you and he's excited to go on a trip with you. And he looks at you like you have potential to be his happily ever after, his wife and the mother of his kids, basically. But you have to be willing to go on this journey. You have to find that within yourself. Are you ready for that? Because I think there's still a part of you that is still a little wanting to be single, so you have to get ready for that. You have to prepare yourself for that. All right. All right, rainbow. Hour shift, that sounds exhausting. 3 a.m. Oh Oh no. Okay, so you want to know if your husband and you will consolidate or, okay. I want to know if my husband and I consolidate or should we offer and compromise on our taxes? I just want to know if we should consolidate or do an offer and compromise on our taxes. Okay, let's see. Consolidate or do a compromise. Consolidating and compromising seem very similar. Let's see. Let's see if I can figure out a way to differentiate the two. I'm extremely exhausted, but we are very busy at the hospital, and I would rather be busy than not busy. I need the money. Yeah, I hear ya. I've been really busy too. But so much of what I've been busy at doing is not paid work, which is kind of frustrating, but it's all gonna like it will contribute to something big later. I know, because interns go through that too. There's a lot of value in learning, even if you don't get paid for stuff you're learning about. Alrighty, but I'm like trying out this new thing, so we'll see where it goes. Kind of hopeful. Well, I'm very hopeful. Alright, so consolidating or compromising. Well, the rider represents an announcement, a visitor, delivery, news, information, new things, moving forward, something in the mail, or a letter that you're dealing with. And then the lilies could be your husband. This is the mature man. Something about aging and wisdom and contentment. Doctors, families, fathers, gurus, a certain period of time, a peaceful feeling, harmony, maturity, morality, relative, serenity, support. Feel like your husband will come up with the same idea. It feels like feels so far consolidated, but I feel like a letter is coming to help, or some kind of document is coming to help you. It'll help explain things or help you make a decision. The ship is travel, movement. This is also like there's kind of this movement energy. Time to take your shots, everyone. And an adventure, distant, mode of transportation, transition, some kind of transition. Transition often makes me think of when you have 401k and you roll over. I don't know why, but that makes you roll over something into a 401k. So I'm hearing something like that, like a transition and like a rolling over something. I don't know what that means, but some kind of rollover. So it could be that could be consolidation. I think that's what that is. Something seems to be flowing. I think, I feel like you're both gonna know when it happens what to do, because there's some kind of document that comes through that makes you realize consolidating works the best and everything flows very nicely. And the fish is also money things, money, abundance, fertility. Your finances are looking good, like flowing money and prosperity, flowing money and prosperity. So that's good news. What I'm gonna do is get the tarot and see if we can clarify the fish, make sure it has to do with some kind of consolidation. But I think so. That's what I'm feeling. Consolidation. This is consolidation or compromise. Oh, definitely consolidation. Yeah. Well, it's between you and your husband. Well, I think you get to choose, and your husband's going to do what you think you should do. And you're going to have a strong moment of knowing the right path. You're going to have sort of this high energy. Oh, well, the King of Pentacles. Well, you trump him. You're like higher energy than, higher level than your husband, but he's pretty high level himself. The King of Pentacles, he knows what to do with the money. So, and you're gonna still end up rich. I feel like whatever you decide to do, you're gonna end up with good. You're gonna end up abundant. The money is gonna flow. It's gonna be there. Oh, there you go. Your husband's like, hold up, I'm the emperor. So yeah, so the emperor and the empress is here, divine masculine, divine feminine. He just happens to be exceptionally good with the money, and I think you should trust him. But you guys, I think you're gonna find some kind of, I think it's gonna be some kind of consolidation. I think we need like a oracle. I'm gonna have to go outside of my decks for this one. Regeneration. Wow, this is very interesting, but it's taking this old thing, this old energy, and revitalizing it somehow. I said energy again. This old this old news, this old situation, this long almost dead situation, and making money from it, or making, like getting abundance out of this old situation. So let's see. I hardly ever get this card, but I'm going to see what this means. All right. So it's second chances and new opportunities. Second chances are available to you now. And that could be something having to do with some kind of announcement letter or something that comes, some extra, some news, new news in the near future, very near future, within a week, okay? So, second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. In prosperity, it's saying, what happens when it appears you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then, once it germinates in your subconscious, it pushes through into your awareness. It is becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start, a more powerful version and form of what you began to plant in the garden of your imagination has surfaced. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear. Like the gifts from the gods. Now is one of those times when out of seeming loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. Do not dwell on the past because you are experiencing a rebirth. Wow. Oh my gosh, you got goosebumps all over. That's like a perfect card for your situation. So I really feel like have a little faith in this. I think something exciting is coming through that sort of is unexpected to help you in the direction that you want. But ultimately, no matter what you choose, I feel like you will have the money flowing fish energy. Drink some shots. Yes. Yeah, because you got both of these flowing water too. Yeah. Flowing and flying. So I hope that answers the question, Rainbow. Oh, would you like to see the cute little sounds? Come here, my cute little sounds. Here's cute sound number one, Leia. Hi, Rainbow. What are you doing? I'll purr for you. I purr for you. I purr for you. Meow, meow, meow. And cute sounds too. Come here. Will. No, not Will. Luke. 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 Where are you? He might have decided to take a nap. Luke. Where did Luke go? Boy, scratch me. That's weird. He doesn't usually hide. Oh, there he is. Come here, honey. They want to meet you. They want to meet you. Come here. Silly. Silly. Oh, here he is. Purr number 2. Hello. Hello, everybody. Aren't I? Look at his pretty little sweet face. He's so sweet. Hey, Will. He's not Will. He is Luke. Hi, Luke. Okay. There you go. But speaking of Will, Will does not like him. Yes, you can ask a pendulum question. Okay, good night, Cheryl. All right, ask away. Is my niece going to pass her last test on the 30th? Let's see. Is Rainbow's niece going to pass her last test on the 30th? Yeah. It looks like a yes. I don't know why it was why I didn't want to say. Sammy's really good at reading the way the pendulum answers, you know. So maybe some kind of nervousness or slow start to the morning or whatever, but it looks like a yes. Indeed. And it didn't ask me to look at the cards or anything. It wasn't a complicated yes. It's a pretty direct yes. You're welcome. Okay, now Amira. Oracle cards. Okay, thank you, Amira. Should have got myself a alcoholic beverage for my Channelversary. Will, did you put yourself... Luke, did you put yourself in jail? Did you put yourself in jail, Luke? Oh, it's going to be a problem, I can tell. I'm going to mix up their names all the time. Okay, no, it's not. All right, Oracle. Let's... I am... I think Rainbow is too. I think all of us are. I think the rest of the year is going to be so much easier than this first beginning of this year has been. No, it hasn't been a difficult year. It's just been, you know, managing things. Okie dokie. Let's see. Let's start off with the fairy forecast and then, yeah, let's just do a little fairy forecast and then we'll add the wisdom of the oracle. Oh yeah, and then we need Oh, there you go, autumn. Speaking of the rest of the year. So very nice. You're going to have a very abundant autumn as well. And if you have a question about when something's going to happen, autumn is going to be the highlighted time period for you. And it feels very benevolent. feels like autumn is going to be abundant and full of bounty. So it's the season of gathering and giving thanks, and it's the time to take stock of what you've prepared for in winter, and it's about appreciating your loved ones. And sure, you can find some new love, but it will be more about appreciating what you already have. And so, like, your attitude of gratitude can attract even more than what you already have. Very nice. Okay. So let's see what we get in addition to that. Amira's got Kitten Blessed reading. A Kitten Blessed. She's my new little witch. Oh. Look what you got. Imagine. So I feel like it could turn out any way you imagine it to. It all is the way you think about it. Your thoughts. Your picture that you draw in your head. Imagine all the people living for today. You might say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I know someday we'll find it, and the world will live as one. See, in what you wish for me, you also will receive. Whoa! Turning imagination into manifestation. Creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imaginary imagery and feelings, creativity and illusions. Okay, so who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You are gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. Just do that again. But it really is the feeling of it that makes you manifest it faster, because you can say a bunch of words and shrug your shoulders, but that's not going to bring the thing that you want. Saying these words, visualizing, drawing pictures, seeking it out, surrounding yourself with the idea of it, feeling how it feels and getting excited or smiling or enjoying the idea is what attracts it to you. So don't naysay it, don't poo-poo it. Really feel like it is possible whenever you are dreaming the thing. Yes, just like we can dream of a better world, we have the power within us to make that happen. There are people out there that know how to use that same power to destroy, but we have the power to bring about a better place. So yeah, I'm live. So keep repeating that process. That's important too, repeating. It's not just a one-off. It's not just a one night, one-time potion or something. It's something that we have to do often, because we fall into old habits a lot, where we get into lack mentality. We do negative self-talk, and so we have to stay. Okay, hold up. I feel the negative stuff creeping back in. Time out. Time to infuse myself with positive feels and images and stuff. Also, like, I notice myself Yesterday I was frowning a lot. I'm like, no, Jean, don't frown. Or Cherry. Like, even if you don't feeling the greatest about something, smile. Smile anyway. Smile about anything that you like, just having this roof over your head and loving people in your life and those cute, adorable kittens. Smile again, So I do that, I'm not, preaching because I'm basically getting the same lesson from spirit as everybody here is, It's because it's important to sometimes you just have to repeat these things because we fall, like falling off the wagon. We fall off the wagon a little bit of our manifesting stuff. So if you want to apply this to relationships, then you can daydream as a way to connect. And anyway, that's romantic. If you want the relationship to be real, though, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. So now is the time to move beyond just the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating. So step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You will be changed for the better. Imagine that. So good. So that's the thing. It's like, so smile, and feel the feelings. But the second step is also meet the moment. Like, you can't just expect spirit to give you everything without taking any kind of effort. Like, spirit will put you in the room with your soulmate, but if you don't get up and go talk to that soulmate, then you may not meet that guy. So I know, and it's up to, he needs to come talk to you too. But uh but why wait? Why wait for him, Is it etiquette? Is it proper? Whatever. If it's your soulmate and he recognizes you and you're the one that started the conversation, he'll be so glad that you did, you know? He'll be like, "Oh my God, I've been wanting to talk to you all night. I seen you over there, and I was just thinking, what is it about her that's so familiar? Like, I need to talk to her and figure this out." And then you instantly hit it off, right? So if it has to do with prosperity, this is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity, what it means to you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. Who do you need to be to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life you desire? Really imagine it. I was trying to tell, it's so funny because I was watching different TV shows. I was watching a lot of politics, and then lo and behold, I become the vice president of the leadercrons. I'm like, okay, I didn't mean that, spirit, universe. I didn't want to become a vice president. And then I was like, okay, I accept that. That's fine. Then I keep watching FBI shows and guns and shooting, and then I end up at a shooting range with my son-in-law. I'm like, okay, this is weird. And so I'm like, you know what I need to do? I just need to watch you know, the lifestyles of the rich and famous or something like that. Or, like fairy cottage core in a loop or something. I don't know, but you know what I mean? It's like, surround yourself with that, even in your TV shows or your books that you read or whatever. Like be sure you're like watching and like listening to music that says nice things, and watching shows and reading books and culture and media and all of that are also the things that you want your life to be. You can't ask for a certain kind of life, but you watch the total opposite. Like, if you want to have a romance in your life, but all you watch is like horror movies of people doing, like, not being happy or whatever, then maybe that's what you're gonna get. I don't know. So anyway, um if you can envision it, you can have it. Get ready, for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it right now. Act as if your dreams really will come true. Right? Excellent. You got it. You have to be real careful though, because there's that dream place where there's illusion too. But the word illusion is a little bit negative, right? And because it's a little bit negative, it kind of represents the lack part of your mind. It's the part of your mind that talks back at you, that says, "Oh, that's a really nice thought. You really think that that's going to happen?" It's like the evil stepsisters or the evil stepmother or the wicked witch, or that energy, that that counter voice in your head. There's a really great commercial where this lady steps out and she is very sarcastic and snide to herself, and she's very funny, good actress. It makes me laugh when I see that. But I think, oh my goodness, this is what we do to ourselves. We just like totally talk down to ourselves and act very snotty and sarcastic to ourselves in our heads. We do that sometimes. So don't do that. But recognize that that can happen, because those things do come out when you're being creative as well. The negative self-talk, the lack mentality. So be prepared for that to happen occasionally, and then you have to sort of redirect the words back into the right place, into the better sounding words. Yeah, and it's hard, when things don't happen like you're wishing for them to happen. Then it starts, especially after a long period of time, then you start to feel like, oh my gosh, I've been manifesting this. My manifestation doesn't seem to be working, but that's not true. What's going on is something different. And it's not about something not happening. It's about, some of it's divine timing, but some of it is, some of it has to do with our own trying to micromanage the universe. And so a little bit more of letting go can be helpful in those instances. Like when we co-create with spirit, it's kind of like it can be 50-50, but it can be sometimes 60-40 and whatever, 30-70. You have to kind of feel the moment, read the room. How much effort do I need to put into this, and how much do I need to like let go and let God. So you kind of work each situation with that kind of thought in mind as well, I think. Okay, well, you're welcome. I hope you like that. Faith, just a pixie dust. Well, thank you guys. I wanted to be done early tonight. Now I can go relax and drink some wine if I can find some. Oh, you're welcome, Rainbow. Thank you. You too. You guys have really nice, sweet dreams tonight. And I hope that they're good dreams, and then I hope that they manifest into reality in your waking life. All your sweet, good dreams manifest to the real world. If that's what you wish for. Whatever you wish for, I hope it comes true. And a dream, oh, okay, yes. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. I moved up the playlist of my song singing. I don't know why. But I just feel like so many of our messages out there are in songs and lyrics. I was saying longs and lyrics. In songs and lyrics. So maybe there's something in those songs that trigger a little message for you as well. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a great weekend. Probably not going to do Fridays, but if you need me, you know where to find me. You can reach out, email, and use, these kinds of this price point for your donation if you like. And I thank you so much, and I'll see y'all later. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.